goes up B short or here, goes up here. And I didn't understand that it's the setups and those teams set him up. That's how you have to watch and think about how they play.
You need to learn that when it comes to CS, you want to learn the how and the whys more than, okay, he just hit a shot. We're talking about hitting shots. Max, beautiful little crisp one on towards Hawkins. That's right, we're straight back into the action. We've kept you going. And it's time for us to watch this last map of CS of the UK Masters Spring 2017, of course. A one-man advantage for Endpoint to play with. They're on their CT side. We talked about that B site being a hold that has to be tackled. Endpoint, a lot more experience, arguably a very capable leader. This should be something that they should be pretty pinpoint to deal with.
Yes, indeed. Slow play here from SKUM. They lose the first player. Max rips his head off towards connector. Disorientated T side here. Imi has the kit as well, so if this hit comes in, they're very heavily favouring Endpoint.
Ezio hits these as well. Look towards Monster. It's just Duck, a solo man. When the push comes in, I wouldn't be surprised if Ezio is just able to find that shot. The pressure he's getting from short, they will drag him away, but PT tapping through the smoke. Great work from him. Muffin is going to be able to deal with Ezio, but Loza, no one is dealing with him at all. Loza, a triple kill. Huge impact for him in that round. He is doing so much for Endpoint. Did it in the first map, doing it in the second. Some shaky moments, sure, but double or nothing. So fruitful.
Yep, keeping the momentum from the previous map there. Top fragger for his team. On Cobblestone. First round of overpass. He's here to play. 3 headshots there for the US, with the USP for him. Cementing Endpoint, the pistol. Please, do not make this round close. Do not
Don't
lose.
do the Endpoint way.
I mean, it was a 1v1, and they had no armor. They have armor now.
Surely. Everything,
Surely
all
not.
the signs point towards them being able to take this round.
Exactly.
But it's SKUM Gaming. It's a team that no one expected. It's a team they told you not to worry about. Mighty Max will be there lurking. UMP just very close up, close knit, right on towards NK, who's just a wall apart. Max ready to shoulder peek that, should have the information. Vigada, Muffin meanwhile, long range door, the P250, not quite what he was searching for, not quite what he dreamed of as Lazar. And we had a deal with NK. Duck takes a few, but he is going to be able to get that long range shot on towards Lothar after all. Perhaps we shouldn't be knocking him. 58 seconds left. SKUM keeping it competitive. Mighty Max is 6 HP. That's going to come back to bite them.
Exactly.
As this round ticks on down. 50 seconds. Not a whole lot of time. SKUM are going to go quick and aggressive. Muffin going to snap on towards Max. That 6 HP has been nullified. A split coming out on towards the site now. Flash over towards Long. Duck ever so low. PT going to deal with him. Ian will all combine. Looking good. Now it's looking solid. It's looking safe. As Filler are 1 versus 3. Shouldn't be able to do anything at all.
And you can see why he was drawn to the box. You can see the way he uses nades to hold off the push. But still, these players are low HP.
You've got to be kidding me. He shouldn't be able to get this close. My concern right now is he gets a 1 versus 1 against Ezio, and that gives him an opportunity. But thankfully, he gets a little stuck further forward. And it is going to be him to fall in Endpoint. Get around.
So why is the UMP in the meta right now? You spawn, after you win the pistol round, you spawn with 3.4k. A UMP, full nades, including Molotov, costs exactly 3.4k. This is the thing people don't think about, right? You can have an M4, if you get saved. Say you don't take header, you don't take a headshot, you have your armor, you get a kill, and you have 4.1k, and you can buy M4 and full Kevlar, right? If you buy a UMP, you get full nades, and exactly what happened there. PT's the nades to hold off the push. I mean, this round you can talk over this as very easy spray downs, but still, nades are so important versus the anti-ecos. That's one of the big mistakes we've seen in inexperienced players. I mean, CX, they lose a lot of anti-ecos. For that reason, they try and take Angels. They think that, oh, they've got no armor, and ESCA pugs will maul them down. Well, this isn't an ESCA pug. SKUM, they're going to play together. These teams are going to play together. You can't just simply kill the players one by one using it.
Stop it, ECA pugs. I know full well I'm about to trigger piece of people. I'm going to say it anyway. ECA pugs does not translate to practice.
Really?
Yeah, who knew? Playing an ECA pug does not mean you're cracking the game. Just putting that out there. Either way though, it does teach you some basic stuff, but team ways certainly the best way to approach the situation.
Exactly.
Either way, triggering aside, Brant's aside, we sat through a mass lecture. We've heard someone yell out some stuff, but now we're back to the CS. 3-0, Endpoint. To strike down SKUM once and for all. As they build up into this round on their CT side. Nice and slow approach. They've peeked a few angles, they've got some information, and now they know what they're playing up against. They're going to rock back to the old SK way, which may not be 3 players on A, but it's very far back. Even further back now up towards Bank, and I like this approach.
It's actually neither that introduced the slow play playing on the sites. Then SK changed, sorry, Stralis changed the meta. But still, Max playing close toilets. the SMG, wants the close range duels with the gun he has in hand. The M4, not quite the same. The SMG can dart around, and you can actually move while shooting with the UMP. That's why it's so strong and so hard to hit the players that are using it. Let's see.
Find himself one, tries to find a second, but unfortunately Muffin in that angle is going to be the man to secure the trade kill for SKUM Gaming. Molotovs have to rail out of smoke, needs to be perfectly placed towards Transformer. And that will allow hopefully to tackle PT as Hawkins going to pick up a headshot on towards Lazar, and bit by bit things are working into place for SKUM now. Hawkins though needs to really push on forward. PT still going to be there in the back lines, but Hawkins gets up on the box and takes down Imi. PT still standing, however. A bit of a lifeline. Ezio, long-range UMP. Who said you couldn't pull range with it? Duck, though, his position should be very difficult. So it will be quick 2 kills. Quick 2 to run in. SKUM Gaming, here's their first round. Here's where it all begins.
Or ends. Because if Endpoint win this... Actually, I've got the Go TV bug again. I can't see their money. I was going to say, this is where it ends, because if they lose, if Endpoint win this, then SKUM get reset. But obviously, I didn't do the money. They weren't buying for a while. Anyway, Laz on the AWP. We haven't seen that just yet on this map. Played very, very well, and he was very, very comfortable with the weapon.
Oh, right now. Oh, he doesn't throw it. Ezio, you could have been great there, but unfortunately, he isn't going to go for it. Hasn't the M4, however, and finds himself that first. Flashes. So powerful on towards SKUM, leaves them blind. But it's going to be a quick right click of an ace just to try and do a bit more damage. Ezio, was toying with the idea of getting the backlines, but even then, Filler, not sure why he tried to force the plant in that circumstance. It's very, very ballsy. I mean, when you haven't cleared out barrel, it's almost certain you're going to get sprayed on down. Now this round is looking textbook done and dusted. The T-side may have got a bomb plant, but when you're on a buy, I'm sorry, but a bomb plant isn't what you're looking for. Yes, it helps you in your round, and it's on that kind of checklist to win. But there's a lot more you have to achieve, instead of just sitting in a smoke and planting a bomb.
Yep, exactly that. Into the next round. We go. Money on the side of the T's. Oh, still can't see the money. Can we press tab, please? Still can't see the money. Great.
We've got the Go TV bug as well. Loving it. We've all got the Go TV bug.
No, I fixed it.
Oh, you got it on your side. Wonderful.
On the other screen, we can see the money.
Educate us.
Quasi-buy coming out from SKUM Gaming is they've only got around $2,000. 3 sets of armor. Their head armor on Hawkins, Tech 9s, and your Glock on Philip. Does he have enough to drop the AWP? Let me take a look. Filler has 2.4k, they've lost. No. So there'll be no AWP for the T-side in the next one unless Filler goes for no armor. Entry there for Lazar versus the Eco.
Do you want to know a fact about Counter-Strike stats?
Teach me.
Valve makes a very good game. It never has any issues, never any crashes, never bugs.
Oh my god, just being Valve on stream.
Loves itself a good bug every now and then.
It's Go TV, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Nothing anyone can do about it.
It's fixing the screen, so we can see the money. So, unfortunately for you boys at home on stream, you won't be able to see that, but I'll do my best to
clarify though, no fault to multiplayer. Nothing they can do. It is a CSGO thing, hence the means directed at Valve. Max.
Still though.
Fine one, but I don't really imagine these pistols being able to get anything done.
I was going to say, 5-1 to Endpoint here, as long as something crazy doesn't happen here. The only set of armor we have is on NK. And they're playing so slow, they want Endpoint to make a mistake. They want Endpoint to lose a rifle, lose a gun here, try and force a plant. The problem is though, the way they're swarmed on the site, a bomb plant right now might just be...
Oh, Muffin with an eagle though, starts to really close down difference. And unfortunately the Tech 9 can't quite wrangle itself on towards truck. And that is going to give Money Max and PT the opportunity to finally collapse on down. And Endpoint, talked about this being the start of SKUM's journey. Endpoint will end it very quickly.
Money, he's decently good on the start of SKUM. You can see, oh wow, look at the lack of utility they have. Duck, sorry, actually has no head armor, just an AK, Kevlar. Quite strange actually, going for that play instead of buying a UMP and buying head armor and utility. Instead he wants to go for the firepower, like heading towards B and connector. Gonna go for potentially a fast B step through. Be sure they can take control of it. Lazar shoots us up there. The problem is he's alone, but manages to land the second shot.
Yeah, that nice little flip from him will save his life. PT, on the flip side, is going to get himself closer to Monster bit by bit, waiting to see if a push is going to roll on through. Hawkins, of course, would almost appreciate a bit of a boost there. He could have certainly put on a bit of a show if his teammate is willing to help him. And that doesn't seem to be the case. SKUM Gaming, a slow approach, a tactical approach. One that is bearing not a single reward. Hawkins, 36 HP. Still searching Still looking at the idea of if you're going to jump that, just get that boost. That could actually be something that would help this T side. But instead all you're doing is you're wasting time over imagination. Ezio is going to find one. Duck gets a quick trade, but PC on towards this ramp. It's such a strong position on this B site, and no one is there to deal with it. NK finally picks it up, but not before enough time has been bought for the CT side to get themselves in very strong retake positions now. Nade's going to go down, a little bit of damage to be exchanged. Nothing too crazy, but so much reliance on short. Look at the amount of utility Endpoint have in comparison to this T side. Molotov, smokes, flashes, you name it, they've got it.
Exactly. T's a man down and no utility to hold off the CT retake. Although if NK finds his kill, he should support his teammate towards B short. Filler though. Towards sandbags. Smoke goes on towards bomb. Can he spray him? Yes, he can. He's so good at getting his kills through smokes.
He needs to get straight on that defuse. Max kind of saw it at the start, we see it at the end. His sole job there was to be a distraction. He pulled one player away, eventually got the frag. Thankfully, I'm not even sure who it was, but the player on sandbags could not connect at all.
Yep.
Filler could just not, he couldn't find the frag. And that gives Max just that further time.
If NK killed Max towards connector, he could have supported Filler, even though Filler got the kill through the smoke. 2 versus 1, 2 players spanning the smoke as well. Much higher chance to actually find that kill through the smoke, but still 5-1, sorry, 6-1, 5 rounds for the lead now for Endpoint. Again, another play towards B.
I told you, I talked about that reliance towards B, right?
They hate A.
The A side doesn't exist now.
What's wrong with it?
It's not there.
Are they sightist?
Yeah, they're completely sighted. They're not a fan. Might be able to get a bomb on though. Maybe PT should be able to easily deny this one, but apparently not. Very curious to why they're allowed that. They will take him down in the end though. Apparently, actually no. What are we watching?
That's fine. He'll go down.
He'll go down. It'll just take a while, will it?
Will he?
Yeah. There we go.
Lars with the ult finally crucifies NK. 7-1 now. The bomb did go down, so the money on the side of the T's is strong. We have 6k on all of the players. 6,000 galore. AWP can be dropped as well for Duck if they decide to go for it. And if they do, that's where can he have the impact. Double AWP setup. Okay, this is where they can go towards A. Have an AWP hold towards Monster. You see Lars has been playing towards B a lot recently. Go for those Monster picks. Have an AWP hold Monster. Have the other AWP go towards the A or Connector and try and find picks that way because they know Endpoint are playing aggressive.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go connected to B personally.
Who knows?
Molotov is going to go down from here though. He looks to already put them in a bit of a box. He's got support from his teammate of course as well. Bit of damage. But only a tad. Going in towards NK. Duck meanwhile with that AWP is going to be looking dead set in towards toilets any second now right from birthday. Being very slow, but very quick when he decides to strike. Max will fall. An opportunity for SKUM Gaming will certainly present itself over towards A. But right now, they don't seem to be the team to want to take it. Are beginning to form up though, and they have a whole lot of time, so it's so early to really say exactly where they're going to go. The CT side, they do lack themselves a fair bit of information.
They do indeed. Eventually, we might see Imi get aggressive towards A long as well. Try and see if you can find any information right now. Playing close long, playing bait, switch it up with Lazar. As soon as Lazar shoots the AWP, they anticipate Lazar only being the one holding long. And actually, he's dual peeking both of them. He has to spot towards mid. This is questionable, right? The way Imi's playing, he's playing alone. Actually, Lazar's not supporting him. Flash comes in, and now Duck's left to peek.
Imi, you don't have 9 lives, you have all but 1. He will fall short. Duck is going to take him down. And bit by bit, Endpoint left with just 3 players to stand. Lazar, yet again, time to shine. He's the light at the end of the tunnel for the CTs. Finds just 1. NK going to look for that quick trade. Molotov's continually burning all away, but NK will find the frag. Hawkins, another one towards PT. Yet again, playing on top of this box. Ezio is going to roll him through. But only 1? Just not enough. Duck going to fill Hawkins' shoes. SKUM Gaming, they get their 2nd round on the board. And a big point I wanted to talk about with SKUM is their ability to get bomb parts in these rounds.
Yeah,
before they picked up this, they got 3 bomb plants over 4 rounds.
Yeah, they did. And those rounds they're losing as well, so even when they're on a low buy, low economy, they're still finding their way onto the bomb sites, getting the bomb down. That's why their money, fair play, they haven't got a lot of rounds, but they've been putting pressure on the side onto Endpoint. And you can see the money, look, 7-2 scoreline. If Endpoint loses, they're broke. And that's because SKUM have been putting pressure and pressure onto the Endpoint economy.
It has been a lot closer than the scoreline suspects. We've had some real good competitive rounds.
1 versus 2s. That could have gone either way based off of 1 kill.
Big thing though in this one, it's going to be a whole lot of connector bias. The entirety of the T side pretty much wraps their core into connector 3 players. You've got Duck, the one man to be over towards long. He's actually going to dart in towards birthday and look to repeat that similar angle that he took on Max the round before. Isn't going to be giving it though. Spotting out, I love this. This is such a good angle to hold. Isn't going to get anything, but the idea, certainly beautiful to see either way.
It's for the boost towards the bench there.
Yeah.
Which
if you jump as well, it can still get spotted though, which is the real hilarious part of it.
If you jump up the smoke, you can spot the top of connector. Actually, maybe Laza. No, that was that was just the X-ray. I thought it was safe spotted him jump from those toilets to A side. Anyway, re-smoke.
It's too short.
It's too short. It might get caught out. No. Managed to fall away. Has the flashbang as well, but actually over the smoke, AK finds it.
Laza's Tracer is going to give away his position. NK going to take full advantage of that. Mighty Max is going to try and force his hand though. Quick to secure the trade. Great little team play from him, but now he's in a box. He's in a corner. He is trapped. He needs his team. They need to support him. I don't know what happened with that body, but Max violated him. Imi over towards the site now, kind of holding crossfire, holding tandem with this UMP, and they are mowing them down. It's going to be filler in a 1 versus 4. It's not going to happen. Endpoint. They reset SKUM yet again. Their economy is going to be hurting, and all I have to ask you, is that second round really that worth it?
They need to be stringing rounds together. The money is so bad. You can see. You can't see, but I can. 2,000 on NK, 2,000 on Duck, 1,000 on Hawkins and Filler, and then 3K. Oh, sorry, 2K now on Muffin. So they're not actually forcing to someone. They're not forcing to someone, which is surprising, considering that multiple players are on under 2,000. Instead, they're full saving. They want the best buy possible once they have the firepower, the AKs, the orbs. The problem is, when they get to that point, we could be seeing Endpoint on 10.
Immediate future looking to be a bit of a bloodbath. An age of reckoning for this T side as Mighty Max Laza. They will all combine, and it is going to be a nice and easy way for them to approach it. As Muffin, they hit the deck. Laza planning a stack somewhat.
He is indeed 9-2. They're going to go for the buy here.
I think they need to at this point.
The thing is, right, Filler can buy a UMP and then buy nades. The problem is there's going to be, the Tech 9 on... Sorry, Hawkins have the money for the UMP, and then the Tech 9 will be on Filler. They have good utility. They can go towards connector, they can go towards B, they can take control of B short, the close ranged angles, potentially go for a B split. Problem is, in the retake or the after plant for the T's, having no orb, having no AKs or limited AKs is going to haunt them, and actually pushing alone like that.
Lovely little trade. Look at that, look how close he is able to get here. Really beginning to wrangle down this CT side now as Muffin going to strike back on towards Imi. Great little frag from him there as Laza now with the ADP trying to bear down in towards connector, trying to secure a quick-witted trade, which he knows he so desperately needs. Meanwhile, Laza's still searching over towards connector though, and that is going to be very, very difficult because he spent so long that he didn't get out. And now that he didn't get out, he's got two players staring dead at him, but a singular peek nets him a quick hip shot. Max is going to be able to take down NK. Realistically, this is very, very doable. Duck quickly playing towards water. He's going to fall to the hands of Mighty Max. Muffin, bring it back to a 1 versus 1, but if you've ever seen a low player with a Molotov there to block him. There it is. Muffin, 2 HP, can't cross it. A red wall directly placed in front of him. Endpoint, 10-2.
4v2. They think the CTs are saving. Player is rotating from Monster with his knife out. Max drops those players. Laza as well finds 1. Max with the 3k. They're not even getting the third kill. The Molotov preventing him from pushing because he was on 2 HP. 1 tick from it would have finalized his life. Laza now towards connector. Finds the first pick for Endpoint.
Couple of nades being expended across the map. It is going to be a few flashes here and there to go over towards Monster. Ezio, of course, going to go very aggressive here and goes for the sprayed out. And oh wow, SKUM, you could have at least found a trade there. There could have at least been some sort of flicker that said there was any hope. Because right now, 10-2. This half is already looking done and dusted. SKUM, they invested into this round, bear in mind. They put money on the line.
Exactly.
And now they walk away broke as anything.
It's a flush. Hawkins. Does get 1 gets traded, but that, story here so far. They get 1 kill, they get traded. 11-2. They haven't been trading rounds, have they? 9 rounds in the lead now for Endpoint. They won Cobblestone 16-12. It's looking like they're going to be winning this map at a very different scoreline.
Yeah, SKUM just going at it again though with the force.
Yeah, well they have to. They need rounds on the board, right? If they forfeit this one and only buy for the last one, they're going to get 12-3 as a bet at best.
Even that's so.
You win pistol 12-6, fair play, right? Maybe NK can do some incredible stuff as well.
Talk about clutching at straws.
Yeah.
Gonna be a quick T push. Mighty Max can get 2 for 1. That's a good deal if you've ever seen one before. Snacking in this local supermarket. As Filler going to be there with the Tech 9 at least to try and throw a bit of a wrench in the works. Does get 1, but yet again, Imi going to secure the trade. And look at the amount of value that Endpoint have actually got out of this. Clearly making it work, because at the end of the day, NK just 26 HP. Really doesn't add a whole lot now, because he's going to be easily taken down by the use of mod sorts, by the use of nades coming out from the CT side.
2 players now surviving for the T side. 1 minute on the clock. They have time to try and find an entry, but the problem is they're split. They need to regroup, rekindle, potentially go monster. This smoke here will fade by the time these T players walk towards B, if they do opt to go towards B. Problem is though, smoke fades. If a player peeks and jump peeks towards A, once it hits that 20-second mark, it's fairly obvious where these T players are. And Imi has a Molotov. He can spot the players, molly them out, wait for the rotations to come in. They have flashbangs, kits, smokes. Very difficult round, especially because NK is low HP.
All in all, it rolls into a pretty lethal package that does not have SKUM's name written on it. But they still will RSVP anyway, as they try and get themselves out on towards this B site now, inch by inch, frag by frag. They know how to approach the situation. Whether they achieve it or not is a whole different question. Hawkins going to find 1 on towards Imi. It's a good start. Smoke should go down towards Heaven as well, but Ezio too quick. Realizes that utility is being used and exposes Hawkins for what he is. Now NK, work cut out for him. Low HP, an easy frag for Ezio to find. Endpoint really pushing the buttons now. SKUM, this half is getting worse and worse by the second.
Sorry, it could be 13-2. 12-2
It could well be, though.
Bomb does go down. They've lost so many rounds in a row, which means they can bind to this one with the AWP onto NK and not Duck. Well, obviously, if you want something done, do it yourself. The IGL now picking up the AWP.
That's questionable. I'm going to go out there and say it. If you... who knows, maybe NK is a talented AWP and we haven't quite seen that yet. I already talked about seeing it Muffin as well, but I'm not sure I dig the whole throw the AWP around mentality.
In the
it's not hot potato.
In the round, the game versus Exa, which all the controversy happened, it was AWP from the CT side actually. But anyway,
he didn't do anything in this round, unfortunately. PT going to find 1. AWP not even going to be picked up by this T side as they can't quite get to it. Pitted in a 4 versus 3. They can get the bomb though. That is going to be at least a plus. The CT side holding the sights very close to their chests at this point. Don't allow SKUM any point of even getting onto them. Phil is going to now pick up the AWP, opting to go for that pick-based play. But Endpoint, they realize they've got the advantage. They're approaching this situation with the idea of, you know what, we don't need to go too aggressive here. We can send out a few probes, that being PT, but aside from that, let's just chill. Let's just wait, because they have to come to us.
Exactly. The mistake here will be to push for information. They don't need to. They have the man advantage. The problem is those Pete falls. If Lazar falls like that, the thing is that Pete, they wouldn't anticipate him here.
They need to check this angle, or they don't. He gets rid of the AWP, he finds 1, he goes for a second. Duck is going to secure the trade. Those who are 2 versus 2. Muffin drops down a smoke over towards Dumpster. The AWP of Duck still looking, and they're not watching it. Imi gonna run a riot.
Easy.
Double kill for Imi.
Easy.
You are right. It is easy. He shouldn't have been able to do that, but he just runs around as if he is playing an ESA puck. that is literally all he did there.
I mean, fair play, right? He wants to rotate in because he doesn't expect SKUM to anticipate him to be there so fast. He comes in, they smoke off stairs, he goes through the smoke, bomb planter is caught off guard, takes that kill, and obviously in the 1 versus 2 he does win that aim battle. So, 13-2, SKUM. I mean, they need a miracle right now. Mighty Max, 21 for 6. Luz, I mean, well, early portions of the game, he was so hot. Thing is, though, it's when they start going towards A, constantly going towards A, Max was there to shut them down. 13-2. SKUM, if they need something, if they need a filler, he's called the Magician. Show it now.
Words at this point are all but rough. It is going to be at least some quick frags for the CT side. They find themselves 2 for their troubles, but PT is going to respond. But look at Hawkins. Land these shots, man. Do the work for them. And so he will. Leave Mighty Max in a 1 versus 3. Doesn't have himself a Glock. Isn't even going to face on towards that site there. That buys more time for the CT side to get closer and personal. As NK is going to allow that headshot. SKUM, a pistol round. And their 3rd round. Their 3rd in this matchup.
Oh, wow. Second half, and they've only got 3. Endpoint now only need 3 actually to finish this one off. We've only played 16 rounds. This is the thing, right? It's quite hard to cast these games because it's so one-sided. I want entertaining games. I want competitive matches. SKUM Gaming, they brought that to us the latter part of Cobblestone. Can they do the same on the boss?
Really need to start to put on a bit of a show here. Of course, they want to pull this back and play for that win. A nice little P90 spray down. So much damage, but nothing connected. No frags until the smoke goes down. That's the biting point. That's... Oh, there's a smoke? Yeah, I should probably spray through that. Why not?
Does get the kill. How many sprays through smoke have we seen by SKUM today? Filler must be on, what, 5, 6? In the space of 2 games? Insane. Still though, they do have the scout on Emmy. And time is on their hands. The problem is though, you have Filler now pushing, well, not pushing, but playing close monster. Should be very easy for him to find multiple frags if he flashes and actually peeks aggressively here.
He actually gets to spot them out and then falls back. So I like this from him. He realizes that there's so much more value to him just holding back and playing still relatively close with that SMG instead of just going risky. Meanwhile, Max apparently gets himself right behind him but whiffs a few shots. But it is going to be the push time for Ezio. The call is going to be made. But the UMPs, they're still close. They're still personal. PT, work cut out for him. He's only able to secure 1 pick in the round. The SKUM Gaming will get the follow-up, 13-4.
The buy now for Endpoint. No money on their side. They've only got 2,000 each per player. If they go for the force buy, it's fair enough. You know, you're 13-4 up. Instead, they're not going to take any chances. They're going to go for the save. They know this one's in the bag. Give SKUM one more round, 13-5. Have your AKs, have your utility the next round. Play our game, we will win.
16-6 is the scoreline that really stinks. That's 9 times out of 10 what comes to mind when you look at these matchups. You see 12 threes, you see 11 fours, and they're all 16-6s.
Yep, exactly that. Still though, the P90 again onto NK. Can he find multiple kills again?
Hawkins going to find 1 PT. Quick to chase with pistol on hand. Does get himself one for his troubles, and Ezio actually going to trade for the Glock because he somehow Hawkins going to win that individual aim patrol. Bit confusing, but you know what? More power to him. As then he peeks it out, does a little bit more damage to NK. Meanwhile, Muffin is going to drop that bomb planter, gets a second on towards Lazar, and Muffin pretty much being the insurance policy for the CT side in this round, because it could have been doable. Unfortunately, it isn't. There's justice from MK is swiftly delivered. A P90 into Ezio's back.
Buy now coming in. The money is weak. 4,000, no orb. If Endpoint lose this, this could make SKUM hit what? They win this 6, double eco potentially. Oh no, they're on the T side, so 1 eco there. SKUM could easily reach 13-7, and we saw it was 14-7 on Cobblestone, and things got closer and closer and closer. Will they let it slip again on their T side? Still 5 rifles. They're going to go for that slow default, have their pack of 3, slowly take over control of toilets, slowly take control over the long. And as time goes on, actually this time it's Imi. Imi's playing the role towards B, holding that push. Any pushes towards monster he'll hold. The problem is, typically, it will be Ezio. So it's quite different now that Ezio is... Okay, still low. Unfortunately for him, is he going to anticipate that boost? No.
So far, so good for the CT side. Hawkins still, of course, going to lurk towards long. PT, however, does manage to find 1 onto Zenke, though, and that has huge impact as it creates this divide between the members of SKUM on this B site and the members over towards A, because they don't actually have anyone directly on the site up until this rotate comes in from Muffin, which already puts them almost in what feels like retake position. So very odd approach, but one that could bear some reward.
Yeah, they do have Hawkins though towards toilets, in long toilets in case the T's do push. Problem is that the angle he was holding in toilets isn't really one for information, and actually that's your teammate.
They've gone B. That's the big point though. They've gone B. They've
Filler.
literally fallen for this one. Filler, he could go huge for sure, but he actually decides, you know what, I'm going to push on through. I'm going to wait for my teammates. And I like this approach because it's pretty much all based on team play. But for now, the bomb is going to go down. We hear a few shots get rattled away. Nothing is going to land. Max and Imi will combine. Why not shoot through a smoke PT as well as he does some damage for himself. Duck swings into action with an AWP, but he's got so much to find, so much to do. Gets himself 1 Filler, swings on MPT. Gonna burn away Duck though, and Imi is going to secure just another round with a final pick on towards Filler. And Endpoint 14-5. They break the economy of SKUM. They break their chain. And they look to whip this one home, 14-5. It's guaranteed pretty much going to be 15-5 here.
Yep.
SKUM, they're going to go gung-ho.
I mean, they're going to have to go
what
for the
can
buy.
they do?
Yeah, they need to go for the buy here. Fellow will have the AWP. Will he drop it over to NK? No. So we've seen Duck Orb, we've seen NK up now, and now it's Filler.
Yeah, it's not hot potato. I'm just going to repeat that comment.
The Orb isn't, this is the thing, right? CT side, people think that the Orb is so easy to use, it's not.
It's not a transferable skill. It takes practice. It takes time to hone it in and learn how to use it, how to take certain fights.
Exactly, positioning and all those
This
things.
isn't a pug team either. They practice a whole lot.
Do you know how much practice people play with that?
I'm not sure exactly how much, but I know
It's
they
a
would have
lot.
played. They would have played scrims and such. They were doing a lot of online stuff as well, so that's got to play into it.
Leagues, all that, yeah.
So they had that kind of official side of things. So I don't think it's a small amount. I can't stand and be like, okay, you're putting 120 hours or whatever like that. But it is.
I remember actually someone saying that SKUM were putting in 100 hours the past 2 weeks. I mean, let me
It wouldn't surprise me in fairness. They were very keen going into Evan.
70 hours on NK. Let's take a look at Filler.
Another
100
97.
hours in the past
Yeah.
2 weeks. There you go. That's definitely a lot of commitment. Hawkins, UK born and bred.
127.
127 hours past 2 weeks.
That's a lot of CS.
This is what I mean though, like 4,200 hours and nobody knew his name until a month ago. Very similar to Astra.
Yeah, it's the exact same sort of thing, but either way, aggression is going to come out from the man with all those hours. Hawkins going to find himself one for his troubles, but goes in for a second. Overextends his reach. Meanwhile, though, NK, the man to pay out with a reward on towards Max, but Imi going to trade things down, and I've got to say, I feel like this T-side really enjoy whittling down their numbers, but they're so low. Ezio's still going to win the battle, however. Oh, P! What a drive-by. PT decimating the head of Filler. Imi, PT, they may be 1 and 7 HP, 8 combined, but it's Muffet with a deagle. Molotov's off, pushes on through, running with all he's got, picks up an AWP in the process, but he's still gonna die.
That has to be it, surely, right? 15-5, 10 rounds down. You know what, I don't like harping on one team or saying, you know, it's over, but let's be real, it's over.
It's tough, isn't it? I think that's the kind of the stray between you want to hype them up, you want to be like, you know, anything is happening, but you also have to be realistic sometimes. You have to say,
Exactly.
you say it how it is, but not only for us, but for everyone out there who's kind of in this.
Who knows? Because we don't, it's UKCS, anything can happen. Especially in these rounds where you got 5-7s, you got UMPs, will Endpoint try and steal their loot too early, lose around, get their money reset, you know what, 4 or 5 times? I mean, the chance is so slim, especially when PT tags up Duck as well to low HP, but NK's pushed in.
Oh, anything could happen. You said it. Seems you're right after what is going to be a pretty hilarious spray down, but for the most part, the CT side are coming out ahead of this one. Still long-range taps, and unfortunately, it looks like the hammer has finally fallen. SKUM Gaming, 2 players standing. Hawkins, 6 HP.
Oh god. This could end very bad.
Yeah, Filler actually has a very serious
Oh,
chance. I'm
again,
a
the
little
timing
concerned the
of the
flash is going to go out.
Oh,
Ezio.
twice.
Just a second before, or just not even flashing?
I know. Unfortunate scenes there for SKUM, but that should be GG, game over. The lights are on, even production know it.
Yeah, and I think at this point, kind of my closing point really is that you used the phrase UKCS. The beauty of UKCS is we have a lot more players who aren't from the UK coming into our scene, gracing us with their presence.
I mean, you got Robin, Sweden, Jesp, Sweden, TSAT, Greece, a lot of players from Romania, Lithuania.
A few Polish players.
Declan, what's his name? The AWP that was on CX?
Yeah,
that
so, yeah.
was brought in for.
I think so.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
final game of the night. Endpoint take it 2-0.